Chapter 3, Section 1, Comparing and Ordering Decimals. Notice at the top of the notes here I put a decimal place chart on there so you get a reminder of what those places are, and hopefully this is a review for you for those. We're going to be using both the numbers to the left of the decimal and to the right of the decimal on here. When we write numbers, we can write numbers in a couple different ways. We can write them in a way we call the standard form, and that's really our normal way of writing a number. So standard form would be like 1.05. That would be a standard form. So it's got just numbers there, the decimal, numbers to left and right. That's standard form. Expanded form is another one. We'll get back to that one in a second. But word form, obviously, is using words. So to do our 1.05, we would say 1 and 5 hundredths. That would be word form. So we're actually writing out the words. Or how would you read the number? Expanded form is a way we take the number and we kind of spread it out. So expanded form of this 1 and 5 hundredths is the number 1 plus 0.05. So we're taking it and we're writing it as an addition problem there. So standard form, expanded form, and word form. Part of this section has to do with ordering decimals. So how do we put them in order? So steps for that are first, line up the decimal points. So you're going to stack the numbers on top of each other, lining up the decimal points. Then you're going to compare the numbers to the left of the decimal, compare the tenths place, and then you're going to compare and look at the hundredths place value, continuing until you find a difference. So let's first line these up. So my first number is 14 and 35 hundredths. Then I have 14.3, and I have 14.05. So we have three numbers there. So first step, line them up. Second step, compare the numbers to the left of the decimal. So that's everything over here. If you notice, those are all the number 14. So which means they're all the same. So that was my comparing to the left of the decimal. Third I have to compare the tenths place value. So I'm going to look just at this one here. And I notice, hey, the first two numbers have a 3. And the third number has a 0. So that means this third number here is my smallest number. So I'd have 14.05 is my smallest number. My next smallest number, then I look again. And what do you notice in the hundredths place? When I look at my hundredths place here, I have a 5, and then I have a nothing here. Well, nothing you can represent with a 0. What's bigger, 5 or 0? 5 is bigger. So my second number is 14.30. My third number is 14.35. So that would be putting those numbers in order from least to greatest. So let's try a couple here. So I line them up, 9.2, 9.27, 9.07. If you'd like, you can always add a number on the end to make them the same length of decimals. So first step, look here, all 9s. Second step, look here, we have two 2s and a 0. So my smallest number is my 9.07. Then I look at my hundredths place, and I notice I have a 0 and a 7. So my next smallest number would be my 9.20, and my biggest number of these three, 9.27. One more to do here. Place them in order. 11 11.567, and we'll add a 0 to make it the same length. So that's this number here. This number here is 11.5573, and we can add some zeros to make these all the same length. First step says look at the number to the left. They're all 11s. Second step, look at the first decimal place. They're all 5s. Look at the next decimal place. Oh, hey, we've got 2 6s and a 5 here, so this must be my smallest, 11.5573. Then I look at the next place value. Those are both 7s. And I look at the next place value here, a 3 and a 0. So this would be my next biggest. And finally, my biggest. All right, so what you should be able to do after this one is writing decimal numbers in standard form, write them in expanded form, write them in word form, and compare them and put them in order. So which ones are bigger or smaller than others.